Central nervous system. The central nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. It may thus be said that the system is located within the skull and the spine. These are the most important parts of human body. They are very delicate structures, hence are protected in bone and covered with the help of meninges. Meninges are three thin membranes of soft tissue layers that protect the CNS, called as dura mater, arachnoid membrane and pia mater. Another protective mechanism is the presence of colorless fluid known as cerebrospinal fluid that is found in the central canal of the spinal cord and cerebral ventricles of the brain that provides a protective cushion to the brain and spinal cord. Patients whose cerebrospinal fluid is drained in some way suffer from intense headaches and intense pain while jerking their heads. Also, in case of tumor, the fluid accumulates in the ventricles and causes the walls of the ventricles as well as the brain to expand. This condition is known as hydrocephalus. It is cured by removing the tumor and draining out the excess fluid from the ventricles. Functions of spinal cord. Spinal cord is responsible for the simple reflexes that take place in our body. The neurons of the spinal cord are responsible for sending information to the brain from the sensory receptors and to deliver the information received from the brain to the muscles and other glands of the body. Thus, it integrates the information coming to and going from the brain and the other regions of the body. It functions as the reflex center as it takes care of the ascending and descending tracts to and from the spinal cord. So, to say more clearly, the ascending tracts take the impulses towards the brain, while the descending tracts carry the impulses from the brain to the spinal cord and other muscles and glands of the body. Bundle of nerves together is known as tract. Each tract serves one major function. Spinothalmic tracts include the axons that originate from the cell bodies of the neurons located in the spinal cord and ends in the thalamus. These tracts are responsible for sensory functions including sensation of touch, pain and temperature. There are major ascending tracts of the spinal cord that serve important functions. Lateral spinothalmic tract is responsible for pain, temperature and touch. Anterior spinothalmic tract is involved in crude touch and pressure. Fascicule gracilis is involved in touch and conscious kinesthesia. And interior and posterior spinocerebellar tract is involved in subconscious kinesthesia. Major descending tracts of the spinal cord are lateral and anterior verticospinal tract, involved in voluntary movement, muscle contraction of hand and feet. Medial reticulospinal tracts have inhibitory influence on motor functioning, while lateral reticulospinal tracts have a facilitatory influence on the motor neurons going to the skeletal muscle, and the cerebrospinal tract helps in coordinating body movement and posture. Spinal cord also serves as a reflex center for many reflexes. It is the center of the reflex arc wherein the incoming sensory impulses are converted to outgoing motor impulses. Thus, it may be said that spinal cord plays an important role of being the integrator center in the brain, being responsible for gait, posture, reflexes, reaction to noxious stimuli, etc.